I have on today's set my mum and dad.
Woo!
The Brooklyn Beckham saga. Have you seen the stories?
Yes. Read them all this morning. What do you think?
I think it's really good.
What do you mean? You think it's really good? Obviously, it's hard. Do I love that it's happening? Absolutely,
your
I
generation
do.
will love this.
No,
it's still they're still
so when
artificial. They're
you
not
cook
from
a
scratch.
chili con carne,
No, but
you're talking out of your vape-filled up.
It's so
Should we get on to what you're dying to talk about? The vow renewal.
yeah.
The vow renewal. So, welcome back to another episode of Not My Bag. Before we start today, I need to address the elephant in the room, and that is Brooklyn Beckham's Instagram stories from last night. Absolutely crazy scenes to start 2016. 2016? 2026, guys. I'm too wrapped up with this 2016 thing. My favourite part of the stories was Victoria Beckham's inappropriate dancing comment. This video must see the light of day. Anyone in attendance, please, for the love of God, leak this video. To dissect this situation, I have on today's set my mum and dad.
Woo!
Sound a bit more excited. Fuck me. Guys.
Yes.
The Brooklyn Beckham saga. Have you seen the stories?
Yes. Read them all this morning. What do you think?
I think it's really good.
What do you mean? You think it's really good?
What about taking the dancing? That's the type of thing Mum would do. And at first dance, straight in there.
Well, I was going to actually lead the pod by saying, speaking of narcissistic mothers, please welcome Lisa Bagg.
Oh,
I'm obviously joking. Mum, shall I read out the highlights of this situation on the stories?
Yes.
And then I'm going to get your commentary. So starting off with, I think one of the highlights of the story was also about the wedding dress saga. Victoria cancelling designing the wedding dress at the 11th hour, even though Nicola's wedding dress designer has since said that her couture wedding dress, they had a year's worth of conversation. So the wedding dress designer is contradicting the stories from Brooklyn Beckham.
Well, I mean, if she did actually do that at the 11th hour, I mean, I'd be inside for murder right now if someone did that to me with my wedding dress. But that's what I mean. This is the thing with this story. There are going to be two sides to all of it.
There always is with family.
Yes, there is. And I just think it's extremely sad. I've literally, honestly, I woke up in the night and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I think it's so sad.
Will David Beckham want to get dragged into all this tit for tat?
I've still got the original OK magazine when they got married, when Brooklyn's in his little purple cowboy outfit.
See, Mum's an empath. So she will lose sleep over this.
Yeah,
Mum will be up all night dissecting this situation. Obviously, it's hard. Do I love that it's happening? Absolutely,
your
I
generation
do.
will love this. Shit stirrer.
I compared it it's like a gateway drug. Last night, I was elated. Like I could punch through a brick wall.
Why? Because
in recent years, we have not had. There's a lot of drama in the press. This is from the horse's mouth. Drama.
But that's his side of it.
But it's not convoluted. It's not from the press. He is publicly bashing his parents and I live for it.
Don't start publicly bashing us.
I'm just saying it's phenomenal work. He has truly done a Harry and Meghan.
No, this is
from the heart.
That's my issue as well, because when your parents are still here and you want to say things about them, I think you've got to be very careful because now.
So are you against nepo babies disowning their
But
families?
See, this is another thing. He wouldn't be where he is today if it wasn't for his parents. So this is the other side of the coin. My own take on it is, don't shoot me for saying this, I feel like that her family are so wealthy. The Beckhams are extremely wealthy, and they've kind of met their match because he's okay.
He's all right either side.
Yeah, he is, and he's obviously protecting his wife.
And I think that's just like Gordon Ramsay's doing now.
Protecting, he obviously feels very passionate about Adam Peaty, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But I just think it's so sad because to say he's not going to reconcile
It gets
with
more
them.
in like a war, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is hard with family rifts.
And the fact they are so famous because they live their life in the public eye, don't they? I just think it's really sad.
Mark Anthony at the wedding called Victoria Beckham the best looking woman in the room, obviously, and introduced her up in front of the bride. I feel like
that's insulting. If someone said that at our wedding and said that this is the best looking person, I would have. Yeah, no, you don't say things like that at weddings.
his mum and brother have blocked him on social media.
Yeah, I know.
And he claims that his parents have controlled his whole life and given him anxiety his whole life, and now he's out of this situation. He no longer has the anxiety. Sorry?
It's Brian Beckham. So
Brian
everything
Beckham.
he's done,
So the Beckham brand, you think, yeah.
But then again, that's got him where he's got him.
Yeah, exactly. So you
can't have it both ways.
It's like the lesser of two evils.
He travelled to London for David's 50th. Did you see that?
Yeah, I
asked to meet up. And then as soon as there was cameras at the party, he was like, come along to this. Do you think that's bad?
Well, if there's any truth in it, and then apparently David, apparently Brooklyn wanted to bring Nicola to meet the family, and David said, no, I'll only meet you on your own. It's a bit like the situation with Harry and his father.
There's a lot of insinuation that David cheats in the post, where he says like the secrets.
Well, he did cheat with Rebecca Lowe.
Yeah, he has cheated.
Yeah, but like it's kind of saying that like a lot of people have hurt because of the lies that the family cover up, and it's giving scandal.
I mean, did you actually watch their documentary?
I've watched David's and Victoria's.
No, did you see the one where they did the Beckham documentary?
Oh, I don't think so.
I mean, when you actually watch that, I mean, I've never seen so much backtracking in all my life, and neither one of them was actually going to say it did happen. They just actually skimmed right over.
Well, it's Brian Beckham. The brand must be protected at all costs. I screenshotted some tweets from this morning. I wanted to read them out because I was obviously having the time of my life this morning.
God, what on everybody else's misery?
It's not everybody's misery. It's entertainment.
It's not. There's people's lives here.
I know it is.
At risk.
But what I would say to that is that when you are in the public eye, you almost sign away that form of self because it's entertainment for us. Mum, you cannot tell me this did not give you a buzz.
No, it didn't. I thought it was incredibly sad. I really did.
Honey, I'm buzzing.
I really did.
Someone tweeted, unfortunately, I have an illness, which is I love rich people mess and it's incurable. That's me. I like how Brooklyn Beckham spent... Oh, sorry. I should really reference the people that are doing it. This is Super Kira said... I like how Brooklyn Beckham spent 8 long paragraphs airing his family's drama in detail and then ended it with, all we want is privacy.
I know, this
That's
is the problem.
Divalicious.
This is the problem.
It's kind of divalicious though.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You can't expect to have your life in public and then you want privacy. This is going to explode.
He's just picking out the bits he wants.
Yeah,
this is going to explode now. And the whole world is talking about it.
I need him on an Oprah interview immediately.
No, I reckon they might do one, you know.
Oh, God, it's going to get messy. This is from Lemon Sugar Margs. Said they're like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for Instagram Reels.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I thought that was terrible.
Yeah, I know. Precious GNSD said, that being said, I'm convinced Brooklyn Beckham has simply moved from boiling pot to frying pan. That girl and her family probably ain't any better.
Well, that's what I mean. They're all as bad as each other.
Faves Pop Culture said, the Beckhams are finally giving us premium family gossip. They are. This is what I'm saying to you.
They've been quiet for a while.
David and
They
Victoria haven't actually responded yet. It'd be apparently GMB asked them this morning for a response. They've declined. He's been out, already seen in public today.
I'll be honest. The documentaries that they've done recently on Netflix are super PR heavy and not.
Did you watch her one about her almost losing her brand?
Yeah. And it was way more about the fashion line and the brand and less about, everyone wanted these questions answered. And I think Brooklyn said enough's enough. I will give you the premium family gossip for free.
But they were so close. That's what's so upsetting. It's just like, that's their firstborn son.
What else have we got? Oh, and also people have obviously showing the dress that she wore to the wedding. And some people are coming out and saying, oh, it's lingerie, it's lingerie.
I'm not being funny. I don't think it's very age appropriate.
Do you know, I think it's a gorgeous dress.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the thing is, she has got an amazing figure, but I still don't know if I'd like to wear that at your wedding.
Oh, I'm sure you'd try and upstate.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be getting all my frippers out and my bits out. And
Joe Wright's thing said, not hashtag Brooksit. See, I knew I'd get her with one of them.
That's funny, to be honest.
And lastly, Sean Cooming said, someone needs to release the footage of Posh Spice hijacking Brooklyn's first dance and dancing very appropriately on him.
And what was all that about?
I think it was a twerk.
Oh, she couldn't be grinding on her own son,
Mum,
surely.
I do. I think someone called it emotional incest. I think there's something going on there. I really do.
No,
maybe that'd be published next week.
Maybe it's because she wanted to just be in the spotlight. I mean, this is when your children, listen, let me tell you, when your children get older, your children are on loan to you. They're not your possessions. And when they meet someone, whether you like them or not, you have to grin and bear it. So obviously she wanted to steal a little bit of the limelight perhaps that day.
Well, I, for one, am sat And if things keep coming from the vault, then I'm going to have a very, very fun year.
I mean, we've already seen the TikToks.
And guys, I think I posted and reacted to this the quickest I've ever reacted to anything in my life. Even Saffron, producer Saf, commented and was like, how the fuck?
I know, I thought that. I thought, how have you done this?
I did think.
No, you did it overnight, didn't you? You got George and K-Man overnight.
No.
You did.
I didn't.
You would have done.
I did
It was
think.
daylight.
I did think.
No, he's put a spotlight on. He's got them round overnight so he could be the first one.
I did think.
Set the trend.
Too soon? And then I was giggling at myself and I thought never too
I
soon.
saw it first thing this morning and thought, oh my God.
Good.
Not like you to hop on a trend.
I saw it last night.
Did you?
You was a bed.
Yeah, you was asleep.
You was asleep.
So, on to more hot topics before we get into some lovely wedding chat today. I wanted to go through some things that people talk about at the minute. Everyone, because it's January, is on about 75 hard,
what a load of
fasting, no ultra-processed foods, all of that jazz.
Right, yeah.
What are you both doing?
Nothing. I'm still eating me Cheez-Its and Prosecco at 3 o'clock.
But,
Dry January.
Dad,
Dry Prosecco, dry wine, dry everything.
Dad, cast us back to December when Mum was sitting us down and telling her that things will change.
Oh, excuse me, I am doing my exercises now. I have to because of my shoulders. And I've been cooking fresh.
I vividly
Do you
remember
know
you
what,
saying
that,
you're
Joe?
not vaping in the house.
Cheers.
No, I am, but I'm trying to...
She's doing exercise with her
I
vape.
will do that. I will do it in my own time. I'm not having you... The more pressure you put on me, the worse it's going to get. I'll do it...
So are you, we're saying you're doing the opposites, hashtag it's opposite day, then am I just telling you to vape as much as you want?
Yeah,
Because I think you'll do that anyway.
No, because I was having one a day and now I've gone to 1.5 days. So then I'm going to hopefully one the last 2 days.
She can't even make it from our house to Tesco's without a vape.
I know, she calls
3 minutes.
She calls me when she does it, and it's like...
Oh,
It's
what
like
is it?
I'm
Battering Lisa Day
It's like I'm FaceTiming Thomas the Tank
but I'll
Engine.
tell you what I've been doing, which you haven't. We've kind of been trying to cut back on, like packet stuff that we buy from us. So we've been fresh.
I will have you know, I've been in M&S doing their 5-ingredient range.
You've been reading your book that I bought you from Jamie Oliver. That was 5 ingredients. It's a recipe book.
But I will. And I've been having sea moss shots. Yes, I do meal prep when I'm working, which is a healthy alternative to packet meals.
You've got those meals that you put in the microwave.
That is meal prep.
No, they're still
So when
artificial.
you
They're not
cook
from
a
scratch.
chili con carne, what do you mean they're artificial? So you're telling me if you cook a chili and rice and put it in a Tupperware and put it in your fridge, suddenly it's artificial?
No, but
You're talking out of your vape-filled arse.
Those meals that you get, right?
Are
you
home cooked.
When you turn them over, there's still additives in them.
There is not.
Yeah, there is.
There's additives in any food. What
No,
do you think's in your meat?
Well, at least I cook it from fresh.
These people
We've been having
do.
chicken stews. We've been having fajitas.
I want a boardroom meeting with the CEO of Simmer Mills and Lisa Baggs, and I need a punch up immediately.
No, but you're still having meals that you put in the microwave. Radiation from microwaves is not good either, Joe.
Okay, right.
Right.
Next. I saw a podcast clip. Oh my God, I love this. So I saw a podcast clip. I love Brittany Broski. She's on this podcast clip with this guy called Caleb. And she basically said, she spouted out all of this Gen Z kind of internet slang. So I wanted to read it out to you right now and see if you can translate it. Are you ready?
Yeah, not. Probably
You've
not.
both got to try and translate what I'm saying. Okay.
I've got leg ache. Go on.
Mama, this mug, hunty boot down.
Pass.
It's giving trade.
I've got no idea.
Addison Rae, mother.
No idea.
Mother alert. Come on, you must.
No, I don't. I have not got. I was thought you meant an Addison Lee.
Zara Larson out of the Kia asylum.
She's bought a Kia. Is that Zara
I thought
Larson?
you was a bit more trendy than me.
Has Zara Larson bought a Kia?
So let me talk you through this really quickly. Mama, this mug hunty boot down means that your face is good, your makeup's good. It's giving trade is when someone's quite masculine presenting. Addison Rae mother is saying that you find Addison Rae an inspiration.
No, I've got no idea.
Mother alert. If you started on someone online, I'd be like, mother alert. You know what I mean?
get that.
Iconic. Zara Larson out of the Kia asylum is quite... a tough one to explain. Zara Larsson technically, even saying flopped is hard to explain this. So technically her albums didn't do too well over the past few years, but she's really coming back. Kia is a singer that basically had like a one-hit wonder.
How the hell are we supposed to know
and
that?
Asylum is obviously basically the Kia Asylum is where pop stars go to die. It's a a thing.
You could have started us off with some easier ones, couldn't you?
I thought that was quite easy to understand.
No, we don't do all that stuff.
Well, you did terribly at that.
Thank you.
And Molly May announced her collaboration with Adidas. Have you seen that?
No.
How much do you think she got paid?
I see she knocked all them boxes over, didn't she?
Yeah, that was on the promo. Yeah. How much? Go on.
4 million?
Less than that.
3?
Less than that.
2?
Yeah.
That's not a lot, is it?
Oh,
fucking hell. Someone has
Billionaires.
paid 2 million for a Love Islander for a collab for a brand.
But she's not a Love Islander anymore, is she?
She's
really
a business mogul
famous.
and CEO and icon. But
£2 million to wear a pair of trainers.
you think £2 million is not a lot of money?
Well, not in what she earns. She must have
crazy.
earned 3 times as much as that last year.
You are crazy. Have you seen there's a clip of her choosing the colours?
No.
Have you seen it? And she's like, you're either a latte girl or you're a matcha girl. So she chooses like brown and green.
Is matcha green? I don't drink coffee.
This
do I?
this woman like doesn't understand that there is like a life outside PG Tips Tea and Good Morning Britain.
I only have 1 cup of tea a day. I don't even drink coffee. I have lots of.
She's a quirky girl.
Yeah, I know.
She's against the grain. The Traitors is currently on. Are we watching?
I am.
Dad, are you watching?
No,
No.
I love it.
You need to watch it.
I love it.
Mum, who do you want to win? Traitors or Faithful?
Traitors, actually.
I know I'm rooting for them this
And
year.
I think Stephen reminds me of Alan Carr.
Yeah.
He's like, you can see his face, but I think Rachel is phenomenal.
Playing a blinding game.
She is, I want her on here. She is phenomenal. I think she's very intelligent.
You want her on here?
Yeah.
Say it louder.
I want Rachel on this podcast. I think she is amazing. And they're just, I could never be a traitor because the way they work things out, like, and if we did this, I just would be absolutely rubbish. But that Stephen's giving Alan Carr vibes.
I've got a question for you both. If you were both on the Traitors, you were both cast on the Traitors, would you lie about knowing each other?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Do you think Mum would be able to keep up that lie?
No. I would lie, but
Yeah.
she wouldn't be able to keep it up. She'd whisper to someone.
Yeah, she would.
Swap.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
with him.
that's my fucking husband over there.
Don't you touch him.
I mean, if someone did that, I'd smack him in the face. But
Well,
But-
that'd give it away.
But you think as a game plan you would go in and lie?
yeah.
Because I think then they'd think that
The
you're
only
a
thing is
team.
with me when I can't lie because I can't give people.
You are. Mum is like if you gave someone truth serum every single day.
Because I am a very honest and open person, and I just feel like like we've had this conversation before. Do you tell your friends like if you don't fancy, you just be honest and say no, I'm not.
You
up for it."
are the hub of gossip in Dunmo in Essex.
I know,
And
it's
you'd just
lovely,
blurt
innit?
out everything, wouldn't you?
I can't help it.
You literally came back from seeing friends once and you were like in the car with me and Dad and you said, oh yeah, got a bit, difficult at lunch today. And we were like, oh, why? Like, why did it kick off? And you were like, yeah, I said so-and-so's teeth look fucking shit. And we were like, maybe that was why the vibe turned
I know,
south.
but I can't help it. I'm just, I wouldn't say that to their face. I might sort of say, have you thought about going to the dentist?
I'm pretty sure you told that her new teeth were shit.
Oh, well, they were though. They still are.
Do you know what I mean?
But she's had like these
I
things
don't
put
even-
on her teeth that look like tombstones.
I don't even
Trade
know.
is this for you? Then?
Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
You would be a terrible, actually, you'd be a good traitor, terrible faithful.
No, I think I'd be a good faithful and a terrible traitor.
I doubt it. Would you both make up new occupations on the show?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or would you say that your current job is your job? So like, would you go in and be like, I'm Lisa, ex-barrister?
Oh, I'd lie.
What would you say you were?
Probably hairdresser.
I wouldn't.
What's the difference between influencer
I can't say.
and
I
hairdresser?
hate that word. Listen, I hate the word influencer. I'm a content creator.
Oh my God.
When I create,
You're
every now and then.
hilarious. She posts gifted candles on her story every night.
Shut up.
You need to be a barrister.
No, I would. I could never be a barrister.
Dad, what would you be?
Just a liar.
Well, 'cause
A
you are
professional liar?
Well, he's a
Professional liar.
look, honestly, you are a liar for a living. You sell cars.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Next! 2026 versus 2016 is trending. What were you both doing in 2016?
Oh, I was trying my hardest to try and, again, another fitness regime. That was a year before we went out to Italy for the wedding, so I was Probably
Was that was wine era as well?
Yeah,
Mum? That was wine and
not
Bosphorus,
good for
wasn't it?
me.
Every
That
Sunday.
that wasn't. My 40s weren't great, so that wasn't. Yeah, I left the gym because it wasn't working, and I just thought I'm just going to start running, and that's when.
But you used to love bouncer size, and I wish you still did it. But wasn't it your piles?
No, I used to do bounce, and apparently that's the worst thing you
to do
should
with
do
piles.
with because you think about bouncing like that all that time. Everything that should be in its
In your
place,
body goes out.
Like Roni will never be able to do bounce.
I don't think that my Chihuahua puppy is going to be doing bouncer size.
And then because everything that's like shouldn't be going out comes out.
Also, update for everyone that was very invested from GK's pod about Roni's prolapse. He had some bum surgery at the start of the year. Our queen is nipped and tucked now. He had to go back yesterday and have his little hoop out, but he seems all right today.
Oh,
He's got a designer butthole.
Oh, love him.
So like grandma, like grandson.
Designer bubble. Just you want to just tell him. Thanks for sharing that, Joe.
I think everyone knows that anyway. Lastly, Perry Edwards had a baby, which was really cute. She called the baby Alanis Valentine.
I think it's lovely.
And fans are speculating because on X Factor, the first song that she sang when she auditioned was You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
If I said that right.
Yeah.
In 2011. So everyone's saying it's like a nod to that, which is really cute.
No, she's got a boy and a girl now.
Congratulations to Perry Edwards. I love her.
Well done, Perry.
Right. Should we get on to what you're dying to talk about?
What, you?
No, not me, Lisa Baggs.
Not vapes.
Not vapes. The vow renewal.
Yeah.
The vow renewal. So,
will we be putting a picture up so people can see how lovely we
on
look?
screen, copyright James Radland. There is a picture of mum and dad on their wedding day. It was beautiful. Can I actually say, mum's wedding post did phenomenally well. It almost got as good as the Love Island After Sun.
You were very
announcement.
drunk when you posted that for me.
I
You was like,
I was very drunk. Let's just say one thing. Let's get this straight. Mum was trying to post her wedding photos on the day of the wedding in the evening. This woman was on her sweetheart table after 2 bottles of Prosecco. I said, give me your phone. I was 2 sheets to the wind, but I was going to, and I just really, it was a really nice caption I did. And it did really well.
No, it did do really well. Because the thing is, everyone wanted to know what the dress was going to look like, where it was.
Peak engagement day as well on a Sunday night. You chose a very good night before Christmas to post that. So well done you.
No, you actually did it for me.
I know. So the burning question on everyone's lips, why renew your vows?
Because we didn't have a big wedding, as you know, first of all. And then we were going to have it. We were going to have friends round. Then obviously we asked you.
Tell everyone.
We asked Joe, didn't we, if we could have it at his house, and he said no. Well, that's very polite.
Can I just ask everyone at home, if your parents said to you, can me and all of my drunk, messy, middle-aged friends come to your house to take over your house? Would you say yeah?
Yeah, we had Joe Cheller at yours last year. Well,
that was my party.
Is that like doing an ad around our house and we have to sit in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, when we all got
I think a day shooting content compared to your friend Keely splitting her hole on my kitchen floor is very different.
We would have cleaned up.
No, and then I've told you the story. It was a Saturday night. I was looking through Instagram. I saw Kai and Sanam's post about their recent wedding.
You was drunk.
And I'd had a bottle of Prosecco and I thought, just click on the venue. I thought, God, this is gorgeous. And it's in Chelmsford, although it was a lot further on. So then I just auto-filled out my details. And do you know what? I genuinely didn't think that they would get back to me.
This is, guys, this
8 o'clock.
kills me. What do you mean you filled out a submission form on a company's website and they're sat there going, it was like fate. I can't believe they got back to me. You gave them your contact details.
It was 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, 8 o'clock the next morning, on a Sunday morning, they got back to me.
You kill me.
So I thought, who's going to work on a Sunday morning? So they didn't.
People that want business.
So then I said to Dad,
they messaged her back and said, yes, you have bought that caravan.
No. However, I will say there is no way that I would have paid full price. There were certain stipulations. If you had the wedding on this day, there was like a massive reduction in the cost. Anyway.
And then you called me in.
So Dad, what was your thoughts on this?
No, so then I just said to him, look, I said, what do you want to do? And you know, be honest, what did you say?
How much have you been drinking?
No, you said to me, if you want to pay for it, let's do it.
Yeah.
You did say
Fair enough if it was.
That was fair enough.
You know.
And I thought, you know what? I've been working now for 3.5 years. I've saved up enough money. Never had the dress. We never had any of that. It was very, very quickly.
And you did think you'd never wear a dress, didn't you?
And I just said to him, "Should we do it?"
And I'm glad you went with the dress.
I know, and thank you for buying it. I've said thank you before.
Was it white or cream?
It's ivory. So
Go on Mum's Instagram right now
ivory.
and let me know what colour that dress was, because to me, that is a white dress.
Well, Joe, there were white dresses where we went to pick the dress, and you can tell the difference between Tipex white and cream. No, so that's why we did it. And do you know what? It was, apart from having new children, it was the best day of my life. I had the best
That was
time.
a good day.
I'm glad. What did you say when you got in the car with me after I bought your dress? What did you say? Tell everyone what you said.
No. No.
Tell everyone what you said. I'll say it. So
you tell them.
I bought Mum's dress for her as a gift. I was like, you know, now that I can and afford to do that, I'd love to make the day special. Mum cried. It was a really emotional thing.
You started crying and all.
Yeah, I got emotional. She got in the car, sit there. She goes, her manager's called Maisie. She went, well, I did say to Maisie, you know, if you were coming with me, I thought you'd buy the dress. Ah!
No, I just thought that if you come with me, you may sort of say, well, I'll buy you this or I'll buy that. But I didn't, I mean, that dress was very expensive, and I didn't expect
you
to
did tell me that a couple of times before you went, didn't you?
You fucking liar, Terry.
You did.
You're a liar.
You are.
Joe, that's a lie. I didn't say that. I was quite...
Guys, it's Victoria Beckham energy.
I got my credit, debit card out to pay for it. Yeah.
It's like very slowly. Traditional or modern wedding?
What, ours?
No, like in general.
No, well... I mean, what you said, ours was a bit of a mixture. I didn't want it in a church because obviously I went to school with Victoria Beckham. We had to go to church every week. Didn't want it in a church. And I didn't want it in just...
The school of narcissistic mothers.
So I wanted it... I mean, the barn was beautiful, but then the orangery was lovely and modern. So it was a kind of mix of both.
I have a question for you both then. Considering you harp on about tradition constantly, our Christmas Day...
Our
Christmas Day was even, you know, almost ruined by Mum making us watch Gavin and Stacey the same episode for the second day running because of tradition.
I don't care.
Considering you love tradition so much, why didn't you do something old, something new, something borrowed and something blue and sixpence in your shoe?
No, because that's... No.
But you love tradition, so I'm confused.
No, because
it's proper.
Yeah, it wasn't like... That's what you should have in church. So, and we weren't getting married in church.
Okay.
So
that can, because it wasn't a church wedding, that's why.
Yeah, I think so.
And we had you conducting it all, so where did that leave us?
Conductor.
And that's another thing I'd have had to sort out, and my brain was just frazzled by the time the day came.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned about marriage since your wedding? Like first wedding, I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
Between, so like the 30 years that you've been married, what's the biggest lesson? For anyone out there that's struggling with the 7-year wobble and all that.
Hair.
You miss the hair.
No, you've got to communicate with each other, and I do feel like it. You've got to try and listen. When we were having our full-blown rows years ago, I mean, like, you know, when you actually break it down, you actually stop and we had couples counselling 2 years ago because we were both at a bit of a crossroads. I was working, Dad wasn't so busy, and we were kind of literally going apart from each other, and it was your suggestion, and it was really helpful.
Guys, I always say it to everyone, if you can do it, I think I just like chatting shit.
Yeah, but do you know what
I think therapy's great.
There were things that Dad said that I thought you had never actually said that to me before.
Yeah, that's why it's good.
Because there was another person in the room was saying to me, you be quiet, he needs to speak. Then you be quiet, then she can speak. And it was like...
It's great.
Yeah, I didn't have to put my hand up, did I? I could just speak.
No, but it was really good. And do you know what I would say for anyone that's going like through it, and we do love each other, we did love each other, but we just was really lost at the time.
I think it's good because sometimes you don't even like need that therapist's advice. It's just good for them to like moderate the
Dad
conversation.
said a few things, and I looked at him, went in the car, and I went, I didn't know you felt like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was
But
really...
as well, it gets a bit different when the kids go out.
And that's the one thing I'd say. When George left 2 years ago, you know, he moved in with Lauren. We were like, yeah, we get the house back. But I'm not going to lie, I spent 2 months in floods of tears because the whole dynamic, the house was definitely quiet. Then we lost Dolly 2 months later. That was horrific.
So it's like you lose every...
And then we had all the work done in the house, and then that's when all the arguments started, didn't it? It was just horrible because it was like our whole life had changed.
Oh, and get the dog and
there's no scapegoat to be like, I'm just going to drop George up here.
I know, and honestly, that is the crunch time when the kids leave home and you do look at each other and you do think, my God, this is our life now. But if you don't work at it, you split up.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, because I love Dad, he loves me. You know, we are like best mates, and we've got the same sense of humour, and much to a lot of people's dismay, we are still together.
30 years, still going strong. Do you want to tell everyone the time span between your initial engagement and wedding? Because I think everyone will be really shook by this.
Well, we weren't actually together, and I'd been at the country club, came home to a message on my aunt's, because they have answer machines then, and that was on Friday the 9th of... no, it wasn't. I think the Friday was the Sunday when you actually come, or Saturday when you come and ask me. The next day, come round basically, and he said, I think we should get married. And I went, excuse me? So I said, if you actually mean it, come round with a diamond. So he did come round on the Saturday night, didn't have a diamond. So
how iconic.
So literally on the Monday, he took me to his friend Daniel's Jewellers in Buckhurst Hill, picked the diamond, ring got made literally within a week. We got married the following Wednesday. So it was literally 10 days.
10 days.
days.
10 days between engagement and
we got
wedding.
Married on the...
Maybe that's some kind of record or something.
10 days is meant, that's giving like Vegas hits
And
wedding.
everybody in my family said, it won't last. I'll give it 3 years. And I was like, fuck off.
That is...
Oh, and we moved into an house.
Oh, no. So in between that, so he asked me on the 9th, on the 15th of December, we moved into a house in
This
Epping.
is so
And then we got
mum and dad,
married
though.
on the
It's
20th.
So everything is act on impulse. It's so impulsive.
And then it was Christmas Day.
Like you,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, you always used to say to me, like, you're so impulsive, you're so impulsive. And now I've grown up, I'm like, you two are the most impulsive people I've
But
ever
do you know
met.
what it is? If we hadn't have done it, if we hadn't have got married, we probably never would have got
Like,
married.
can you believe, like, obviously looking back, yeah, like regret some of it, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, you know, when I like went to Australia and you like, this is so impulsive, this is so impulsive. I'm like, you got married after 10 days.
Yeah, no, but we didn't go to the other side of the world.
I know, but still,
I know,
I'd say a
but-
mortgage
but
is
you know what
equally
it
as
is?
crazy.
And I genuinely thought, if we don't do this now, I just don't think we would have ever done it.
Yeah.
The first year we got married was really difficult.
Sometimes you have to do things on impulse, then just learn in the situation.
Listen, we moved into the house together, and obviously we had Danny. We hadn't lived together first. That was a real eye-opener, because I had certain ways of how I did things with Danny. Dad was very
like giving him a
different.
tin of macaroni cheese on the sofa.
On the telly.
Yeah, I know. And he was like, "Why are you feeding him in front of the telly?" And it was honestly the first year. I would never want that year back. We first got married. It was awful, wasn't it?
Oh.
Like the first Valentine's Day when I was thinking, right, okay, he's bound to be home soon with some chocolates and whatever. I picked Danny up from school, gets a phone call. I'm actually up the Spotted Dog in the pub. And he wasn't supposed to be. He was with Grant, and the car had broken down. He said, "So I'm going to be hours because I've got to wait for the AA."
No, I said, can you bring some jump leads round?
I went, told him to fuck off. So there I was on our first Valentine's Day as a married couple, and he's at the pub with his mate.
Did the car actually break down?
Yeah.
And what about when I come home a few months later, and
I was still there.
no, and it was a Friday night, and I couldn't open the front door. He'd been out. I'm trying to bang on the door. There were grown men asleep in our hallway on the floor. They'd been out, all pissed. All
Disgusting.
I just
Leaving
went, "You
a
fucking
young mum at home, it's disgusting. What was there any moments during the ceremony of your vow renewal that made you emotional or laugh uncontrollably during the ceremony?
Yeah, you saying about the fucking diamond and about the tea towel, but like I was determined not to cry, because I thought as soon as I see
And your makeup.
I did. The reason why I was 4 minutes late, because you said that it's 4 minutes, because as I went to walk out, I could see everybody in the barn, and I burst into tears.
Right.
The emotion just got to me, and you know, I just had my picture taken with Sally. Like obviously, a lot of people might know that I lost my friend literally a week before the wedding, and I was thinking, do not cry, do not cry. And I just was determined. And then as soon as I saw you, I went, hello. And I went to Dad, hello, because
Guys,
I can't cry.
I found it funny because I obviously planned the speech and I ran through all my vows and the ceremony that I was planning, and I did it at home in front of George and Kane. I did a run through of it. I timed it. I was like, you know what? It's about 20, 25 minutes. I was allowing for time of mum and dad speaking and like anecdotes, whatever. As you know, mum is one of the loudest people on the planet. The loudest woman on the planet gets in front of everyone and goes mute. She did not say.
It's not supposed to be ad-libbing. You're supposed to be saying, you know, do you promise to still commit
No, of
to
course,
each
but
other?
you are an ad-libber.
But I knew you were nervous, and I could,
I weren't that Mum, I'd had probably about half a bottle of Prosecco and a buzzball before I got up there.
I told you what I did, didn't I?
No.
When we actually went in the holding room before, like the girls walked down, and then there was 2 glasses of Prosecco on the side that no one had touched. I went to the waitress. No one's touched him. She went, no, so I had one, and then went to walk in and went to Stevie. Hold on a minute, neck the other one. Right. I was
But
shaking.
I was fine during it. I think during it then I was like, well, this has been 15 minutes and I'm out of material.
I know, but you know what, Joe? For me, it's not about that. It was. I wanted it personal, and I wanted you to do it. I wanted you to be part of it.
I thought I was great.
Yeah, you were. You were very good, and it's just that. But do you know what? It's really weird because I said to Lisa when I saw her Friday, I said, I thought I gave Lisa a little peck on the cheek on the way in. That was on the way out.
Yeah.
I went blank.
Yeah.
Thank God I've got all the video
It
back
all went
now.
too quick.
It just...
It does.
Adrenaline,
The adrenaline and
nerves.
excitement.
But like Karen said the other day, she went, oh, do you know the best day for me? The whole day. She went, all of us girls getting ready together. Keely doing her exercises.
Yeah, that is a
We
fun
had
part.
such a fun, like really, like we spent 4 hours of getting ready.
Yeah.
It was so lovely. And I said to all the girls, the Prosecco doesn't get open till after 12 o'clock.
One bit of advice I would give everyone at home is be careful who you choose for your wedding planner. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, there was personality
Be very
clashes.
careful about who is around. I'm going to wear an evil eye the next time I go anywhere near that place.
I know you clash. But
What did you think of the vows themselves that I wrote
they were
for
lovely.
you?
And I did say to you about like the tea towel.
Guys, I found it really hard because typically a lot of couples do write their own vows, and Mum went, "I can't be fucked," so I had to write the vows.
You know, the most embarrassing thing, the photographer and the videographer said to us, "Oh, like, are you going to swap over your rings?" And I went, well, I don't know. I said, what do you do with all this? So we had to we were trying to get our rings
that's
off.
really funny because the photographer said to me while we were getting ready, are they going to swap rings? And I said, you know what? Considering there's nothing else going on for the vow renewal, yeah, that would be cute. So then I got the rings out, and I've obviously I've been to one wedding in my life. So we stood at the front, and
you went, I don't even know which ring.
and Mum and Dad were like, so what do we do with the rings now? And I went, all right, put them on. And I was like, I don't know what I'm
you're
doing.
supposed to do is you're supposed to get the ring and say, I, Lisa, take. But we've done all that.
Right,
We did all
yeah,
that. And
yeah.
our first words when we first got married was, I do solemnly declare. And I couldn't say it because my mouth was like the bottom.
Oh, yeah, none
I
of
went,
that.
"Solemn." I just wanted
We were
to
all
be
half cut by
fun.
that point.
My only thing is that I'm really upset about because I was outside and I was the last person to come in. I didn't hear the lovely harpists, and it took me hours to choose those songs. And then in the holding area, like in the bar, bit after, everyone was talking so loud. I didn't really get to hear what she was wonderful.
Yeah, she was.
She was lovely.
What did you think of George's speech?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You got to watch the ceremony, so I've got to send it to you. Like showing us walking down, and then my thing was, I thought it.
No, he's talking about speech.
Speech.
Oh no,
George's speech.
I thought I'm talking about when George walked in and you burst out laughing.
Guys, I'll have to put this clip up somewhere. I don't know what happened on the day.
I thought all three bridesmaids were going to go down like 1-1-1, and then George.
George basically just like the bridesmaids walked down and it was all emotional and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like George just walked down the middle and it just felt like a toddler had slipped its lead and had gone for a wander. It was the most, and everyone was laughing in the church.
Joe, you made everybody laugh, and I thought that was just so funny.
Because I just erupted. I thought, what the fuck is he doing here? Because I was expecting
and
you.
And then me and Danny came down, and it's supposed to be all slow, but I couldn't wait to get down there. My flowers were up here.
I know. You didn't really take your time.
Karen said, bush, not boobs. So you hold your flowers there. But I'm walking, just swinging them as I'm walking down.
What do you think of Dad's speech, considering there was no prep?
Listen, your father had 3 jobs. One was to take his trousers to the dry cleaners, which he did.
Done.
The second one was to get the wedding breakfast music, the playlist. He didn't do. And the last thing was to do the speech. And all I can hear in my head is you go, you sound so much like your mother.
The speech was great.
No, he did stand up and he goes,
was proper.
I think
you kept butting in. Like
you are now. Shut up.
You're doing now.
So, and it's the way he went, I think Lisa looks. It's so like Nan.
The speech was great.
No, he went, she looks lovely. And it just give me Maureen Bagg vibes. I thought,
whose video have you been looking at?
our one. You went, I think she looks lovely.
No.
Lovely.
I thought, considering it was on the spot and there was no prep, I thought it was a great speech.
I know, but I know it did make me laugh when you said about you thanked George and Joe, and then you said thanks, Danny, for turning up.
Oh my God, yeah. So our secret brother Danny, who was the Grinch last year, Dad went, thanks for just turning up. And everyone laughed.
Oh, God. I would have preferred it if you'd had something like bullet points of what you were going to say.
You kept butting in. So I said, do you want to speak? You went, no, I'm not going to say anything.
No, because I didn't. You know why? Because I would have seen all of those people saying to me and got upset. It's the emotion of the day. That's why I didn't want to speak.
Mum also goes non-verbal when she's had a drink.
No. I get when I get really nervous, I don't speak.
Yeah, I know. You used to be a host on this podcast. I know. Do you want to tell everyone what your first song was? Maybe sing a little for us. The first dance song, sorry.
I'm not going to sing it. You need to put that on as well, SWV. Oh, I have got a clip
It's
of
the one that's like,
dance.
I get so weak in the knees.
I can hardly speak.
I'm not going to
sing
lose
it.
all control and something takes over me
Yeah,
in
that's
a
so
daze.
funny.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, that
but
was
I
a
did
fun
say
one.
to him, we're not doing stupid romantic, no. I said, let's just have a laugh and do it.
There was mum.
Took us ages to learn that in the kitchen. And you didn't want to do it.
No, I didn't want to do it.
Guys, there was a lady who was like a +1 of someone in attendance at the wedding, and whilst mum and dad are doing their first dance, she's next to me in my ear. Bearing in mind, like, it's emotional. I'm really like happy I'm seeing my parents' first dance. They've just cut the cake, and she's going to me, I can do non-surgical BBLs. Your mum needs a BBL. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
honestly, I felt so rude, but in the moment, I just literally walked away from the
No,
conversation.
do you know what it is? Because I obviously did lose a little bit of weight because I was just in fight or flight mode for the day.
That's what we call it,
and
yeah.
I had no I had no ass. So obviously in that dress I was flat.
But crazy that a guest at a wedding is watching the first dance and going, your mum needs a non-surgical BBL. I can do that. I was like, wow.
Joe, she watches the podcast.
Well, then I'm sure she'll love the shout out. If 30 years and Pearl anniversary for you was another wedding, what is 40 and 50 years going to look like?
40 is Ruby. Mm-hmm. So we could do it all again. I could have a red dress. Do you know what your dad did?
I don't want to do this.
Do you know what he did? Because he knew it was our Pearl anniversary, and
I know, but she told me about this.
changed in the evening because there's no way I could do me slut drop and all that in that original dress.
All
So
right,
obviously-
Victoria Beckham.
So basically, obviously I bought that other dress that you hated. So Dad just had a little present for me, and he bought me a string of real pearls to go with it. So now he's going to buy me real pearl earrings for Mother's Day.
Nice.
Because I can't really wear them because I've got no earrings to match.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really lovely.
What do you want to do for Ruby? Holiday?
No, he actually said to me the other day, he went, well, when it's our 40th, and I went, I don't know if I could stand the stress of doing it all again.
Oh, please. I think two's enough. I think one vow renewal's enough, you know?
Well, yeah, but some people
40,
do.
we might run out of things to say.
I hope we're still bloody here at the age of 40.
Oh, my God. What do you mean at the age of 40? You are 50.
I just, with everybody dropping like flies.
Oh, my God. Okay. How do you plan to keep the romance alive from here on out?
Holidays abroad. We've got quite a few planned this year because obviously last year we thought we
I'm
were gonna,
glad.
No, we are because and we're taking on your advice. We're not going to St Ives again in like March. We're going to go
And
abroad.
Mum's not booking nothing.
No,
herself,
you're going to book it for us because obviously last year was like going to Bagg.
And I just want to caveat this by saying that this isn't me like destroying an industry because I think that travel agents are good at what they do. But Mum will only go like via travel agents and not really like.
Do you know what it is? Because if you right, this is my thing with them. So my girlfriends will back me up on this because this is what happened recently. They booked a holiday. One of them the daughter booked it to Dubai. Had the hotel there. The flight was cancelled 3 times. She missed 3 days of her holiday. She had 2 days in Dubai.
But there are certain situations where you don't you can get money change or you can change dates for free and yada yada yada.
But me and Dad are so useless at that. So that was.
I know.
So basically, it was my fault. We booked a boutique hotel, which we're never going to do again. I want a lovely big
We now
pool.
know boutique means tiny.
We want a big
think-
bar, big restaurants, big pool.
I just think it's good to try different things, and you guys love to try the same thing for 20 years. And I just think it might be nice to try a bigger hotel, all inclusive,
yes.
to see whether that might be your vibe compared to boutique.
The
Obviously,
only
you can't
thing with
slam boutique
all-inclusive
hotels.
is that you don't get decent drink. They only bloody drink
But
Prosecco now.
you do. It just depends on where you go. I had
Listen, they don't do Prosecco in Valencia, and they didn't do
in
Prosecco
Ibiza
in
last year. They
Malta.
had Grey Goose all inclusive. It was great.
I know, but I only drink Prosecco now. So good job I took Bottega out to Valencia. I bought
You're
3
so
bottles on the
funny.
plane.
You're so funny.
And she got us 100 yards from the beach. I said, this is perfect. I said, let's go down on the beach. She went, don't like the sand in my toes.
That is so you.
No, I mean, it was, and like Mallorca just wasn't what we thought it was going to be. So we are going to, I mean, there's apparently, all my friends have been Costa a DJ in Tenerife is beautiful. There's a place that George told us about in...
She's
There's
spreading
loads
out,
of places worldwide.
Yeah, but apparently they're supposed to be like 5-6-star hotels.
spreading your wings and traveling Europe.
Yeah,
which
we just want to know, but obviously
we
I'm
love.
hoping to go to Dubai in September with the girls. Can you please come look after your dad? Because I'm going to be worried
How about
about
get a
him.
camper van?
He wants to go round Norfolk in a camper van.
I think try other areas of the UK as well.
Yeah, I know. Yorkshire?
Scotland.
Yeah, let's go. No, we can't. Yeah, but like I want to go to Italy in July. Do like Europe in April, early May.
Whole of Europe. She's interrailing.
And then
Interrailing is when you get on trains.
Into railing.
That's
I
disgusting.
thought that's what you meant.
on that
Cruise.
on that note,
No,
should we
and
move
then
on to the next
Dubai in
segment?
September.
Gorgeous.
Right.
So, Dad,
Yeah.
you might not know this. We do this thing called baggage claim. So, what this is I go through headlines about you and Mum, read them out, and then we talk about them together.
Right.
So, first headline. This was from the Manchester
I
Evening
love the light
Standard.
change. I love it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Gogglebox couple issue emotional announcement after 30 years of marriage, which I thought was really funny. So I looked into the post, and the emotional announcement is the caption that I wrote for you, which is 30 years. I couldn't wait. ... The most beautiful celebration. More to come. All my love, Lisa. Which I thought was so funny because I actually wrote that.
I know you did.
I wrote your statement whilst you were half cut at your sweetheart's table. So what do you think of like you still being seen as this Gogglebox couple?
I mean,
still in love?
I'm not gonna shy away from it and say, oh, it's because it's publicity. What's the saying?
All press is good press?
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
exactly,
Yeah.
And we did actually that's where we're known from. So,
I love the way your emotional statement was actually ghost written by me, which we love.
well, no, you just grabbed my phone. You was like this. You
Mum,
went, there you go,
I'm
Mum.
sorry. I just thought you've spent so much on this wedding. It's such a glorious day. I can't let you.
Well, no,
I can't let you hashtag sausage and mash under your wedding post.
Because James sent the pictures over on WhatsApp and then you post them. So it was great to get something out that day.
And they did message me and say congratulations.
Did they?
The Manchester Evening Standard.
No, Gogglebox.
Oh,
Don't lie.
All right, it's worth a try.
You don't even know how to use your Instagram.
so this one, Dad, this article's about you. Former Gogglebox star unveils first tattoo as tribute to wife.
Oh.
So was your first one? That was when you went to
Lisa.
Steve's together,
Yeah.
and it was Lisa, but it looked like Keisa.
No, that's how I sign my name.
That's
Just
how
like that.
That's how she signs her checks, and it was checks was all the big thing. And I thought, if anything happens to her, I can just copy that on her check. And then we moved on from that. We got more.
So funny.
You got loads now.
Next one. I don't know if you're going to like this one.
Oh, well.
Dramatic Gogglebox star sparks debate with wedding dress change. Memorable moment or attention seeking.
Who's put that?
That was on the news, on the press. bit.
Shut up.
Yeah, on the press tab.
Oh,
on
well, you
Google.
can tell them from me that there's no way I was going to slut drop in the first dress, which is why I got a dress and I put my Valentino trainers on that you bought me. And he's dead now, rest in peace. So there you go. He died. So I'm so glad he died yesterday. So I'm really glad.
He died.
No, don't mean I mean, I'm glad I wore the trainers.
You're glad you wore your Valentino trainers as a tribute to Valentino, who died
and then
yesterday.
he died.
That's how
Rest
it
in
was meant
peace.
to come out.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not glad
Okay,
sorry.
so you wouldn't say that's dramatic?
No, at the end of the day, I wanted something comfortable to wear. And I'm sorry, but some brides have 3 or 4 outfit changes. Olivia Atwood changed as well. Everyone changes in their wedding. I was not going to be able to dance in that first dress. Hence why it was hoiked up at the back. When you made me have the train on it and I didn't want the train, it was hoiked up for the whole day.
Okay, I believe you.
Right.
The real reason why Gogglebox couple didn't want celebrity guests at their big day.
It's all about us. That's what I said. I've invited loads of people, but I said no because everyone then in the room.
I think you said on the podcast with Chloe, didn't you? And
Yeah,
you were
because
like,
I just said what it will be is everyone's going to want. I mean, let's be honest. Not many people did come up to us and say, "Can we have a picture taken with you?" So if there'd have been stars there that everyone knows and seen on telly, they'd have been going up to them.
Exactly.
So that was what it was.
Secret feud. Dad, Gogglebox family reveal embarrassing misunderstanding with Rod Stewart many years ago. Have we spoken about this
No,
on a podcast
you didn't have
before?
a secret feud with him. You just bumped into when you was in the toilets in the Indian.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a secret feud. That was just a little
Little moment.
a little moment.
That was a little
yeah.
moment. That was a little moment with Rod Stewart.
Lastly, wedding bust in capital letters. Gogglebox stars come to blows at vow renewal as one guest claims your son wants to fuck me.
Oh, that's your friend.
That's obviously a fake one, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kieran. I thought you was talking about
You was
Kieran.
just about to drop.
Guys, there was a moment at the wedding where there was a slight feud and my friend basically... misunderstanding and my friend basically intervened and went, are you just getting angry because your son wants to fuck me? Which is like the craziest thing someone could say at a wedding.
I mean, I was oblivious to all this till the next day, so...
I have a confession.
What?
The last 4 of them were just made up.
Oh.
So the first 2 were real.
I was going to say, I have actually looked to see if anybody wrote anything and they hadn't.
And the dramatic Gogglebox star, I wrote that myself about your wedding dress change.
Well, I wanted
You
to
got very irate.
I know.
They was made up and you're dropping people's names in it. I can't believe it.
which we love. So I hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, thank you.
And lastly, we end on the goodie bag, which is some good news, things going on at the minute, things you got going on this year.
Love the
Aside
night,
your holidays, aside work, you got any plans, anything, exciting happening at the minute?
Got anything? Oh, yeah, well, it's not very exciting for everyone listening, but we're getting the new bathroom put in, which is
Nice bit of house reno.
well only because the floor obviously leaked, so we had to get that sorted out through the insurance. Thank God. So that's getting done.
I'm getting fit with the bike you bought me.
Yes.
Yeah, got Dad a bike for
in
Christmas.
We're having the kitchen painted, getting rid of that horrible white. Nice. We've bought new
What you going,
boucle
ivory?
stools. No.
Or Tipex white?
No, boucle.
Yellow like the cake.
Boucle.
Boucle's not a colour.
Well, it is. It's like a boucle. You know that teddy bear sort of like creamy colour? We're going that
What colour
colour.
is it?
Boucle's a material.
Yeah, no, but that's the colour that we're going for.
So white.
No, not white, like the creamy colour.
Cream.
Here we go. Tipex white or cream. Can we just forget about that? So having that done, and then actually quite boring stuff. Like we do need a new fence because everyone on TikTok always points out to me, "Oh, have you seen the state of the fence?" When you get
Valentine's Day will approach and Mother's Day as well soon.
we won't
quite
do
soon.
anything for Valentine's Day because I think it's a rip-off, if I'm being honest. So I just feel like you could just go out the day before or,
Right.
I
Yeah.
think it's just...
And Mother's Day we go to Chinese.
No, we are not going to the Chinese. No, and I tell you what, we tell you where we're going for Mother's Day, but we're not actually going to go on Mother's Day. We're all going to go to Smith's.
Oh, guys, we had a lovely Christmas meal at Smith's.
So we are going to go again. It's like when we went before.
And Rod Stewart was upstairs.
Yeah, but can I just say, when we went before Mother's Day, it was very frenetic in there. And it was very busy. I'd rather go when it's less busy.
Nice and chill.
Yes. And then we can have 2-3 hours there rather than have to get out after an hour and a half.
So a nice couple of months. You're more of a spring lady as well, aren't you? Like you like spring, daffodils in the house, all
I've
that.
got my daffodils already. It's January and we've got
She's
daffodils
like a
already.
bat in her bed.
I know.
Like that while it's cold.
Until spring.
Honestly, my joints at the moment, it's just not even fun. It's too cold.
Mum actually removed her arthritic gloves just for this
I
podcast.
did, because my joints are terrible. I'm getting old.
And on that note, thank you both for coming on and debriefing the wedding with me. Dad,
I'm
how
just
did you
really
find
annoyed
it?
because I wanted to wear my dress and he wouldn't let me wear it.
We'll put enough pictures in, don't worry.
Yeah, I really wanted to get the use out of that second dress. It was only on for 4 hours.
I would have liked to have said a bit more, but obviously I can't.
You said enough at the wedding. You did the
You know what? If we had a Patreon, I'd do an extra episode with Dad where it'd just be Dad talking for
Why
half
didn't
an
you
hour.
get him on?
What do you mean? Well, I'm going to have to after this.
Yeah.
Terry Baggs breaks his silence is what it's going to be called.
Yeah, but the trouble is, I'd have to cut most of what you say out.
You've just dropped us in it for
I
unknown
thought that
reasons.
was Kieran. I'm sorry, but he did tell me that
You're
story.
so funny. Well, thank you both.
That's right, Joe. Thank you for having us on.
Hope to see you back here very soon.
Thank you very much.
Let's
That's
just no
all right.
strippers this time.
No strippers next time.
Yeah, not for your dad. Oh, don't. He'd love that.
Pass out.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed. Comment below your favourite part of Brooklyn Beckham's Instagram story. And I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.